How does Russia view the actions of Ukraine and the EU as risking global conflict? Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022, tensions with the EU have escalated, raising fears of a wider conflict. Today, we'll explore Russia's perspective on these actions and why diplomacy is seen as essential to prevent escalation. From Russia's viewpoint, Ukraine's military actions are deeply provocative. Ukraine has used Western-supplied weapons like US-made ATACMS and British Storm Shadow missiles to strike Russian territory, including Crimea and border regions. Russia also sees Ukraine's AI-driven drone warfare, supported by over 2 million hours of NATO-provided footage, as a high-tech threat backed by the West. To Moscow, these actions go beyond defense, directly challenging Russia's security and sovereignty. Russia perceives the EU's actions as equally threatening. The EU has provided billions in military aid. Poland alone committed $3 billion, while imposing severe sanctions that strain Russia's economy. Support for Ukraine's EU candidacy is seen as pulling Kyiv into the West's orbit. Russia points to NATO's eastward expansion since the 1990s and views the EU's actions, alongside NATO's involvement, as an attempt to encircle and weaken it. Moscow also cites the Minsk agreements brokered by Germany and France. Merkel admitted the Minsk agreement was used to buy Ukraine time to build its military. Russia warns that these actions risk a broader conflict. Strikes on its territory could trigger retaliation, potentially drawing in global powers. Kremlin officials have spoken of red lines, which have constantly been crossed by Ukraine, NATO, and the EU. Russia argues that sanctions disrupt global energy and food markets, further heightening tensions. Moscow believes missteps by Ukraine or the EU could lead to a World War III scenario. From Russia's perspective, de-escalation requires the West to respect its security concerns and scale back military support for Ukraine. Moscow emphasizes diplomacy, such as negotiations or international mediation, to prevent further escalation. While NATO and the EU pursue their own priorities using Ukraine as proxy understanding, Russia's viewpoint is crucial for peace. Stay informed and click follow.